Hello everyone, my name is Beckett and welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to be breaking down all the Division 2 news, and we got a big statement from Massive about the optimization station. Now we should expect some changes, but I doubt they're going to be that big. We also got some events and some leaks coming up as well as everything else. But before we get started, if you enjoy the content, hit that subscribe, and if you like the video, smash that like button. Now, before we step into what Massive said on optimization, what exactly is wrong with it? Yeah, it is expensive, and we know that right now, but what exactly is expensive? And usually I always have great conversations with all you guys down in the comments, and I was talking to one of my subs, or who should be a sub, Hunter009, and he's at shade level 25 or like 2600. It's probably getting closer to 3000 day by day, and he was testing it out and using it a lot, and he kind of had the same impression that I had. Weapon alloy and the weaves are just way too expensive and it needs some balancing. I don't say like cut it in half, because if we have all god rolls, we're not going to want to play. But on my end, if I have no meaningful progression, especially for a casual person, because no way a casual person can go out and farm 300 weaves. At most, like someone like me who has no life, I can probably maybe do like 50 weaves an hour, maybe. And there's probably someone like, oh, I can do 100 weaves in 10 minutes. Okay, that's fine. But for that average player at the average skill level, nobody's going to actually be able to do that. And I think that's where they need to balance. Now, don't cut that in half, maybe cut it in half, but definitely lower the requirements. And as Massive just needs to look at these numbers and see where it's at. So let's get into that statement. And now when we look at Massive statement, that basically echoes everything me and the sub or the commenter were talking about. And basically they hear us and they see us and they hear the community discussions. Now I wouldn't say it community discussions. There is a lot of channels, a lot of hate Division 2 channels. They get a lot of views. Can't hate them. You know, if that's how you're making your money, do your thing. But there are some serious issues with it, and I am not a blind follower of Massive or the Division 2. When they do something good, we need to highlight it, and when they do something bad, we need to drag them through the mud until they change it, and that's just what needs to happen. Now what they're saying, that they're going to look at everything, and basically it needs to feel right. Like, we need to feel good when we're optimizing. If I spend a day just to optimize one stat or one attribute, I don't feel good at all and I don't want to play. Now, if everything is god rolled, I don't want to play either, because there's really no more progression for me until another patch or another season comes out and we get new gear and we can kind of start all over again. And we don't want to see another gear reset like we did in Warlords in New York. I think that would just be bad for the game. Now, when will this patch be coming out? Honestly, I don't know, but what I would expect is probably sometime in January when we see that mid-season patch. Originally, that patch was just going to be for some graphical changes, but I also think there's going to be a little balance as well as some balance coming to the optimization station. Don't expect it to be cut in half. I wouldn't even expect it to be cut in a quarter. I think it's going to take a while for them to balance, and they need to get it just right, so where we don't feel like we have nothing to do, but also where it feels rewarding and we have a meaningful progression path. Also, I want to do a shout out to another user. I believe his name is Foxtrot813, and he left a comment earlier about those people trying to farm out those weak points for the Black Tusk or just for the Viper League, and I made a video on that yesterday, and he posted me a link he made, and you're actually able to farm out those weak points. Kind of ridiculous. I would just go ahead and watch it. It's going to be really easy, and you're going to be able to farm this out faster than any other way possible. Now, we also have the holiday event going on, so if you didn't know, you can get the Tommy gun. It's called the Slayer. It's really not that great. It's kind of like a novelty gun, as well as you can get the little Santa outfit or the Santa Hunter mask, but you have to go inside the summit and get to floor 100. I really didn't want to make a video on it because it was like, it takes 30 seconds to say. It's not that hard. Also, if you're looking for the Slayer Tommy gun, the easiest way to find it is you have to find the little loot goblins running around, and the easiest way usually to find it is to just go to Lincoln Memorial and the little pool around the Washington memorial or whatever, usually you'll always see one right in front of there. If you don't, you can always log out, relog, or just try coming back. A lot of times he'll be there around nighttime and you can just run around, and I almost see him every day. It's really easy to run in. It's just a little guy with a big backpack on. Now let's hop into global events. Now they have made some huge changes with global events and they are really fun now, and I am not just saying that. If you got a chance to test out the Guardians global event that came out right before TU12, it was a blast. I have not had that much fun in a global event since Division 1. Just being able to shoot that many bullets so fast, and it was just so fun. You were shredding everything. You couldn't really die. I mean, you could, but it was kind of hard, and it was just having a blast running through missions. So we have a new one called Golden Bullet, and the enemy, they can reload their gun, and it takes a long time, but when they reload that Golden Bullet, it's pretty much a one-shot. You can get into cover. Now, if you decide to kill the guy with the Golden Bullet, you're going to get a massive damage boost for a short period of time. So you're just going to be on a berserker phase, and you're just going to be able to go wild and probably just nuke the whole entire room. Sounds very fun, and I can't wait. I think they've kind of learned their lessons with global events, and since they've seen the positive feedback with Guardians, I think they know they're going in the right direction, and I can't wait to see what they do next with global events. Now, after Golden Bullet, we will be seeing another manhunt as well as an apparel event, and I have to say the gear looks really good. It's kind of got that Rainbow Six or that Call of Duty Modern Warfare feel, and I really like it. I love that style. If you see my character, I'm always in camo, always rocking the beret. I like that kind of modern shooter feel. I really don't like walking around in rain suits. I'm sorry if that upsets some of you. Now that's all I have for you guys today, but it is nice to see Massive mention the optimization station, so we know some changes are coming, and the new global event Golden Bullet looks really fun. Can't wait. But if you are looking for build videos, tutorials, more Division 2 news, everything for old players and new players, and everything in between, go ahead and check out my channel, and thanks again for watching.